New background as promised, so hopefully my likes start. No, I can't see. I can't get the angle right at all. I wanted to show off my new art, but clearly that's not going to happen until I get a new tripod. It looks like that, although you can't see all the photos because of the shining light, so that's great. What a bot. It's a very good song. Hey guys, it's Zoe and welcome back to my channel. Hey up everyone, long time no see. Hey guys, it's Zoe and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well and you're staying safe. Today I'm back with a brand new video. As you can tell, I'm back, and if you haven't noticed already, which you should have done, but I have a new heart collage thing. I ordered pictures like a few weeks ago now and they all came, and I got them from Lala if anyone was interested, and I can get you a 10% off code. Is it 10% off? Not sponsored or anything, it's just they give it to everyone when you join the app, so like I can get you 10% off. So no, £5 off your first order. That's what it is, not 10% off. But I wasn't really sure what to film, and then I can't talk. Me being old school, I wrote down like on a notepad a list of videos I might want to film, and this was one of them. I wanted to film my Netflix, Disney, Prime, TV, blah blah recommendations, because I've seen this video trending. I'm always looking for new things to watch on Disney, Netflix and Prime, so I thought I'd tell you, what I like to watch, and then maybe you can watch it too if we have like similar tastes, you know what I mean? What am I doing? I hate this already. In fact, I haven't actually made my list yet because this was a very last minute film, and if I look awful, I feel awful, literally, because I was like up at 5:20 today because I had work from 7 till 10. Okay, so I'm going to be starting off with Netflix because I feel like this is the most popular platform out of Prime and Disney and Netflix. I feel like it's the most popular and it's the one with a lot of options on. So some of these I have actually watched, some of these I'm halfway through, and some of these I haven't watched, but these are what people have recommended to me and they look good. I just haven't had a chance to watch them. So the first thing is The Good Place. I have watched this. I am 3 seasons in. Editing and August Day coming at you. I finished the whole thing after a few days of binge watching it, and I am completely obsessed with it. It's literally one of the best programmes I've ever watched. But quick summary, maybe I'm not going to do a quick summary for all of them. Quick summary, they're all dead and they've gone to a place called The Good Place, so it's like afterlife, but then things happen in the afterlife, and a group forms together and they face like battles and problems. So it's pretty good and it's very funny. The comedy in that is very good. The next thing is 13 Reasons Why. I'm lowering down the notch from The Good Place. This is not funny, this is very hard hitting. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what 13 Reasons Why is about, but if you don't, it's 13 Reasons Why a girl called Hannah Baker killed herself. So it is very emotional and you really do get into the storyline and get to know all the characters. I'm 2 series in, and it is really sad, but like you have to be in the right headspace to watch it, so if you're not feeling like in the right headspace then don't watch that, but it is really good, like the acting is incredible. Next one is Alexa and Katie. Again, this is way more of a comedy one. It's about a girl who has cancer in like high school in America, and like Alexa and Katie are best friends and they deal with it together. It's really good. It's not one of the best programs I've ever watched, but it's good, especially because everyone's bored and locked down, and that's like a comedy as well. I feel like I should have separated them into like comedy and dramatic things, but you know what, it doesn't matter, it's too late for that. Next thing on my watch list slash what I have watched this, but I didn't watch it, like I haven't watched it in the past year. It was like a couple of years ago, or maybe it was last year. Basically I'd recommend A Quiet Place. I was going to go see A Quiet Place 2 in the cinema, but then COVID-19 happened. Oh god, coronavirus, whatever you call it. But A Quiet Place is basically they will have to keep quiet, all these creatures come at them and stuff happens, so that's definitely worth a watch. Next thing is Too Hot to Handle. For me, I often watch stuff and I don't finish it completely, so a lot of these things I haven't finished completely yet. I'm halfway through, but they're still really good. Is Too Hot to Handle. I watched the first 2 episodes of, there's only 1 series I think. Watched the first 2 episodes of that, but it's good, like it's quite funny to watch. The next thing is 5 Feet Apart. This is, I should have said if there were films or TV things as well. there's a girl and a boy. They have cystic fibrosis, and it's so emotional. I've never cried so much at a film. But it's a really good film to watch. Like, basically how they have to stay 5 feet apart because they're both CF patients, and you can't be in 5 feet apart. 5 feet. They can't be in 5 feet of each other, otherwise, like, they might infect each other. And it's definitely worth watching. I've even watched the trailer. If you're into like emotional films, then it's definitely a good one to watch. Next one is Tall Girl. I have watched this. I'm not gonna lie to you, I only watched Tall Girl because I am literally a tall girl. It's about a tall girl. What more do I need to say? It was alright. It was in film. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is amazing, but you know, they're pretty much all of my Netflix recommendations. I've had way more since then, like Kissing Booth. There's just so many. So if you want me to do a part 2, then I'm definitely down for that. Okay, so the next one I'm moving on to is Prime, Amazon Prime. Not everyone has this, but I have it. But if you have it, there's some really good stuff on there. So have a watch. So the first thing, and I think this is the only platform in the UK you can watch it on. It could be on Sky, I'm not sure, but this is what I watched it on. Grey's Anatomy. Okay, if you're a long time subscriber and you've been here since like last year, that's not even that long. But if you've been here since last year, you will know that I can't talk. You will know that I'm obsessed with Grey's Anatomy. It's my all-time favourite TV programme. I watched it throughout my GCSE period. That's how much I was obsessed with it. I prioritised that over my revision. But it's okay, I still passed. Grey's Anatomy, it's a medical drama, so not everyone's into medical dramas. Medical drama, and you get to know the characters so well. It's also funny, emotional, like it makes you angry, you feel all the emotions when you're watching Grey's Anatomy. Please watch Grey's Anatomy if you have Prime, because honestly it's the best thing. I know some people are going to hate it, but personally I love it and it's so good. I could just sit here and go on about it all day. I've cried, I've laughed, I've shouted at it. It's the perfect combo. The next thing on Prime is Nerve. I don't think everyone's heard of Nerve, because I'd heard of TikTok where it was like, welcome to Nerve, and it was like, players play to win, watchers pay to watch. Yeah, that's what it says on TikTok. And I never knew there was an actual film out of it, because I'm just uncultured and I didn't know that. But there was an actual film like called Nerve, where the sound had come from. You know, it's pretty obvious, self-explanatory. But I watched it, I gave it a watch. Actually, I gave it a watch when I was travelling to Berlin in February when we could go abroad. But I loved it. It's like a drama, comedy, it's comedy. A thrill, action kind of film. The next one is A Dog's Purpose and A Dog's Journey. I've watched both A Dog's Purpose and A Dog's Journey. I think there was something else, like another dog's film, but I didn't watch that. But they're both the same, but it's like it goes on. So it's like the second one. I love it. It's really emotional. If you love dogs, you're gonna love this film because there's so many dogs in it. Honestly though, it's very emotional. I cried lots of times in that film. But it's amazing. I love it. I don't really have anything else to say about it. I feel like I say everything's amazing on my channel. The next thing is Marley and Me. Again, it's another dog film about a dog called Marley, and then the owners, and like how they progress over time. Again, that is really sad. It's funny. It's the perfect amount. And it's got a dog in, so who doesn't love it? And then the next one is About Time. I watched this, I think it was last year now, and it's basically time travelling. So it's just a normal person, and they go back in time and forward in time to try to make amendments to their life. And all I can say is it was very funny and entertaining to watch. I think it was also sad at one point, but it was definitely really good as well, because it was a different twist on a film. Like, there's not really many films. There's films about time travelling, but not films about time travelling. Like, you know, just watch it and then you'll get what I mean. And then the last thing, which I watched a couple of years ago now, but when I was a bit younger, but to be honest, I might still watch it now. It's Just Add Magic, and it's aimed for like tweens, but I still love watching it. Not that I've watched it for ages, because there's been no new seasons. I first started watching it when I was like 13, I think, so then I just carried on watching it. But it's like cooking and they add magic ingredients and stuff happens. So a bit cringy, but I love it. So they're all my Prime recommendations. There's way more on Prime that you can watch, but I hadn't added stuff to my watch list, so I can't remember half the stuff I've watched. And a few of the really good films I watched were Christmas films, and it's July. No, it's not July. Oh my god, I'm time travelling. It's June right now, so I'm not going to tell you about the Christmas films. I'll tell you in December, November time. Then the last thing that I have is Disney. This is on Disney Plus. The next and last recommendations I have, because I feel like Disney, Netflix and Prime are the major streaming channels. There's Sky. I don't have Sky. There's a few other things I have. There's BBC iPlayer. I have a few recommendations on that, but this isn't in the video. But these are all of my Disney recommendations. The first one is High School Musical, the musical in this series. That is a mouthful. I don't know who decided to name it that. I've watched like 6 or 7 episodes. As you know me, I like to half watch things and start something else and then never come back to what I was watching. But High School Musical the series is really good, and I found the first few episodes obsessive to watch. I've loved what I've watched so far. And the songs are really good as well. From what I've heard, the songs are really good. The next film that I'd recommend, these are pretty much all films. High School Musical, the musical, the series is Inside Out. It came out in like 2013, I think, or it might have been just after or just before. It might be no, it wasn't 2016. Hey Google, when did Inside Out come out?
Here's what I understood from Wikipedia. Inside Out was released in North America on June 19, 2015. Do you want a little more context?
No, thank you. Also, why did you sound so fed up? Anyway.
I probably am. I do just sit here waiting for you to say, okay Google.
Sorry.
Not a problem.
Love you.
You can't see, but I'm swooning.
We learned a lot of things here. 2015. That's about anger, disgust, fear, joy and sadness who control Riley. Next one that I'm recommending is Maleficent 1 and Maleficent 2, which is Maleficent the Mistress of Evil. I have recently watched both of these and they're really good. Angelina Jolie is a really good actress and her makeup was actually really good. But it's Maleficent, about how she's nice, then she's evil, then how she's nice. She's evil, and it's just very good. And that's following on from Sleeping Beauty. It's like Aurora and where she puts her finger on the spinning wheel. The next recommendation is all of the Toy Story, so Toy Story 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'm not going to say anything about Toy Story because everyone should have watched Toy Story and everyone knows what Toy Story is about. The next one is Coco, which people might not have watched actually, but it's about, the songs in Coco are so good. It's like, back and more. You know, you have to watch it to know what I mean. But the songs in Coco are so good, they're really good. And it's basically about like the Day of the Dead, and I don't even know how to describe it. I'm just gonna Google it but not ask. A boy pursues his love for singing in spite of his family ban on music. He stumbles into the land of the dead where he learns about his great-great-grandfather, who was a legendary singer. So yeah, it's very good. I definitely recommend it. Next one is Dumbo. Everyone should have heard of Dumbo. I don't think there was ever an original cartoon Dumbo, but the one, if there was, the one I'm on about is the live action one. It's really well done. The acting's really good, and I just love it. It's really well done. And then my final recommendation is all of the High School Musicals, so High School Musical 1, 2 and 3. They were the first things I watched when I got Disney Plus. I've watched them before but not on Disney Plus, but they're the best films. Always going to be a childhood throwback, and the songs are always going to stick with me throughout my whole life. So yeah, they're all of my recommendations. There's probably way more that I've missed, but they were all I could think of, or they're just all of my favourite ones. Top 3 for each. Disney would be... Disney's a difficult one. Oh, and I forgot Frozen. Frozen, that's definitely a recommendation. And Frozen 2. Disney, I'd probably say Maleficent, High School Musical, Toy Story, Prime, Grey's Anatomy and Nerve, Netflix, A Good Place and 13 Reasons Why. So guys, that's the end of the video. I really hope that you did enjoy it, and if you did, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button and leave a comment down below. Yeah, but I really enjoyed filming this video, so I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed filming it. Let me know your recommendations down below, or you can drop me a message if you want. We can have a little convo. That's cringe. No, honestly, like in all seriousness, drop me a message. I'm always looking to talk to new people. You can click here to subscribe, and you can click here to see my most recent video. I hope you all have a really nice day, rest of your day. I hope you've had a nice day, depending on when this is being uploaded. And I'll see you all next week for a brand new video. Bye guys!